Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for returning. And hey, if you are new, you are warmly welcome. And I hope you stick and stay with us after watching this video till the end. Today, family, we are making another flavorful, scrumptious fish stew. This recipe is amazing. I loved it, and I know you love it too. Without further ado, let's get all the ingredients together and prepare for ourselves this amazing and scrumptious fish stew that you will love forever. Alright, let's get started. I've got my fish ready and it's red bream. You can use any fish of your choice, lovelies. I've descaled it and I've added warm water. This is because it's still frozen, so the warm water will help to defrost it gradually for me. And I'm gonna have to add salt to it. You can add lemon juice or lime juice or even vinegar, which will help clean the fish nicely and beautifully. Now let's set the fish aside for it to defrost and focus on our vegetables. With the vegetables, I have my red bell peppers, and I'm using 3 for this recipe. I've also got my yellow bell pepper, and I'm using 1 for this recipe. I've got my green bell peppers, and I'm using 2 for this recipe. I've got fresh juicy tomatoes, and I'm using just 3 for this recipe. I've got my scotch bonnet pepper, and I'm using just 1. I've got my 2 nice white tomatoes and 1 red onions, and I'll use the top for my stir fry later. I'm going to have to blend them, and I'll add my ginger, garlic, of course, because they are very important. I love their flavor. And I'll also add my natural seasonings. And they are anise seeds, black peppercorns, and cloves. The saucepan is now hot, so I'm going to have to add my vegetable oil. And when the oil is hot, I'll then add my white onions. I'm going to add my chopped ginger and garlic. They are really minced, yeah? You can as well blend them if you want. So I'll keep stirring until the onions turn golden brown or brown. I love it. I love the aroma. Ooh, this is just the beginning and already the whole house is smelling so good. I love the flavor of the garlic and ginger. Oh my goodness. This is going to be so amazing. Beautiful. I love it. At this stage, I'm going to add my tomato paste and I'll keep stirring to combine everything nicely and beautifully as usual. Wow. I'll keep stirring for about 5 minutes until I notice that it smells and tastes amazing than normal. I want it to fry nicely to release its flavor, and also if there's any sourness in it, it will go at this stage, okay? But thankfully, my brand of tomato paste tastes and smells amazing. But I always love to do this because it's a game changer and it takes my stew to the next level. I'm going ahead to add my mackerel in tomato sauce at this stage. Usually, I would add it towards the end of making my stew, but I've changed my games and I'm adding it now because it's always amazing to do it this way. It's also a game changer because it brings a whole new flavor and taste to my stew. I love it this way. You can try this and you'll love it. So keep stirring and you can choose to break the mackerel or you leave them in the stew as a whole. It's all up to you, but you can see I've broken mine and it's well combined with the other ingredients. It has fried enough and I can smell heavenly aroma right here, right now. I'm going to have to add the blended vegetables that I showed you earlier. Ooh, guys, this is going to be so interesting. Keep watching and go nowhere. Okay, because I'm going to be adding lots of ingredients that will make this stew so heavenly. At this stage, let's leave it for it to dry out some of its water. Let it simmer and cook to perfection. So let's focus on the fish now. I'm adding my garlic powder, ginger powder, onion powder, paprika, powder, and I'm adding more because I want the flavor and the color on my fish. I'm adding my all-purpose seasoning and my fish seasoning. Family, I'm adding salt to taste, and I'm adding Maggi shrimp tablet. It's time to just mix it and coat the fish with this amazing seasonings. So far, I'm impressed with these amazing seasonings. Look at that. I'm going to set it aside for it to marinate for about 20 minutes before I fry it. Family, I'm going to add my tuna in sunflower oil to the stew. As I said, keep watching because you will never know. Okay, this stew is well packed with amazing ingredients that you will love when you give it a try, okay? After stirring, I'm going ahead to add my amazing stew seasoning. Okay, this is very tasty. I love the brand. I'm adding my nutmeg and I'm grating it. Oh, I love nutmeg so much. You are going to see more of that in my stews, but it's optional. Just use any seasoning or spice of your choice. Okay? Now, as usual, you start to combine everything beautifully, and to avoid it being burned, you keep stirring and lower the heat at this stage. Wow, I love the aroma. It's so heavily. I'm adding salt to taste. And again, you stir to combine. I love this recipe. It's a must try, family. It's a must try. You love it. Stir till the salt is well dissolved and evenly spread in the stew. Hmm. I'm adding my bay leaves and it's washed. Dry bay leaves is washed. So you wash it and you add it. You can even add curry leaves if you have that available. This is so heavenly. I love the aroma. Family, whilst it's simmering, let's go ahead and fry the fish. So I've added my vegetable oil. I'm adding my onion, garlic, and green cardamom pods because I want to infuse the flavor of these amazing ingredients into the oil, and they will finally be soaked up by the fish and it will taste amazing. Ooh, this is so beautiful. I like that. Gradually, we are getting to the end of the video and I cannot wait to finish this whole dish. Family, to support your girl, please comment, like, share this video for others to see. And if you are new, subscribe and join this amazing family and you will never ever regret it. Okay, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, like my page as well, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay. I'm frying my boiled eggs and I love this so much with my rice. Growing up, it was my favorite and it's still my favorite. I love it. Ooh, I cannot wait. Guys, I really enjoy this recipe. That's why I'm saying keep watching to the end because there is a bonus recipe that you love. It's all done and dusted now. It looks beautiful. It smells amazing. It tastes good. So now I'm going to put it aside and then we focus on our last bit. Now into my saucepan, I'm adding ghee oil. You can as well use butter because that's the one that you can commonly come across. Family, if you haven't seen the video of my ghee oil yet, I'll leave the link in the description box below. Check it out for your own convenience and you can even go to my Facebook page. It's pinned on the top so you can easily see it and then you will learn how to do it. It's so quick and easy and you love it. It's amazing. Family, I'm going ahead to add my spring onions, my red onions, my yellow or orange bell pepper. That's the color. It's not that yellow, it's not red. And it's orange. And my white cabbage. You can use any vegetable of your choice, okay? This is what I have available in my house. That's why I'm using it. So use any of your choice and you love it. You stir to combine and to also avoid it being burned. This is just a simple vegetable stir fry that I made, and you can choose to add it to your stew or you serve it separately with your rice. This was so much of everything to me, and it took my stew to the next level. I just loved it. So, family, we keep stirring till the cabbage breaks down and becomes tender. Okay, I don't want it crunchy. I want it tender, and that's it. I'm adding my prawns powder, and again I'll add just half of Maggi shrimp tablet. Wow. You start to combine everything nicely together, and this is my favorite part. I just love the flavor. I love the aroma. I love the taste of it. It was so amazing. It took everything to the next level. I didn't add salt because it tastes just fine. So you can add salt if you like, but I'm just good as it is right now. So it's all done. I'm going ahead to just focus on the final touches. That's the stew. And I'm adding my fish to the stew. I also had to fry some more fish, and this type of fish that I'm using for the stew is called hake. I will then use the first fish for something else later. So I'm going to let the fish stay in the stew to absorb some of the flavors, the aroma, and the taste of the stew. But it depends on how you want your fish to be served. Not everybody wants their fish to be put in the stew like this. So you can skip this part, and you can also skip this part where I'm adding the vegetable stir fry to the stew. Mostly because of the kids, I don't always add the vegetable stir fry to the stew like this. Because if I do that, they'll make me talk and talk, and I'll have to persuade them before they will eat all of their rice with the stew. So to save my energy and to avoid all the stress of talking to persuade them to eat it, all I do is just leave it like that on the side, and then the adults will enjoy this. As they say, wonders shall never end. This time around, my thoughts were totally wrong. When I added this stir fry to the stew, they really enjoyed it without me talking and all that. Woo! Finally, we are here and it's time to eat. Chop time, yes, friend. Family, one thing about me is I love to be creative in my kitchen. I love to try out new recipes, and I love to develop and share my amazing recipes with you all. So, if you are new, subscribe already because you are missing out on a lot of amazing recipes. Thank you all for watching. See you all again in my next video. Until then, stay blessed, stay safe, be good, enjoy, take care. Bye, y'all. Mwah. Kiss.